Today I'm going to be looking at the Chicago Bulls, their ceiling, their depth, their roster, what moves they made, and how they could possibly make the second round of the playoffs, possibly their last stance as this core. So let's get into it. This is our third video on NBA teams and how I think they're going to do it the next season. I did the Hawks and the Celtics before. If you want to check them out, you can scroll down and look at them. And yeah, let's get into it. The Chicago Bulls were the 10th seed last year. They won one play-in game versus the Raptors, but lost versus the Heat in the play-in, officially making them not able to make the playoffs. So, what will happen next? So, there has been rumors that they might break it up, but as of now, I am thinking that they will probably stay for 1 or 2 more seasons. And Zach LaVine was like last season in the second half of the year. He averaged like 28 a game. He was really good. The first half of the year, he was injured. But Zach has been a 2-time All-Star and could help the Bulls be one of the best. DeMar has also been a 2-time All-Star with the Bulls. He was really good last season, but not as good as the year before when they were the first seed before the Lonzo Ball injury and they fell off. Vucevic was solid last year, but he could be better, and I am pretty hopeful because Vucevic did pretty good in Montenegro, representing Montenegro, for the FIBA World Cup. They signed Jevon Carter along with Torrey Craig, and they signed a Turkish person. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was the Turkish MVP, not a Turkish person, Turkish MVP. And they re-signed Andre Drummond and stuff. Vucevic, of course. So the Bulls' depth roster, they look pretty decent. So their depth at the 1 is Aldasumu, Jevon Carter, and possibly Coby White. Lonzo Ball will be injured and out for the year, which is saddening because Lonzo was really good with the Bulls. Shooting guard, they probably put Coby White, DeMar DeRozan, or Zach LaVine most likely. Small forward, they got Turkish MVP, Bitum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams. Then at power forward, they got Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso, who, yes, he plays power forward or small forward or point guard or shooting guard, any position if it's high center. And at center, they got Vucevic and they got Drummond. So solid team overall. I feel like they did address their weakness of three-point shooting with the additions of Jevon Carter, Torrey Craig, who I forgot to say. Torrey Craig is one of their forwards. As well as, like, LaVine is a really good three-point shooter. DeMar DeRozan might start shooting more threes. Vucevic is a pretty good three-point shooter for a center. And Coby White is a really good three-point shooter as well. They got really good defense, like, underrated defense. Alex Caruso and Jevon Carter would lock up players at the guards. Last year, they were really pretty good with the guard duo of Alex Caruso and Patrick Beverley. And Jevon Carter is, like, a solid defender as well. They also got Patrick Williams, who is probably their best forward defender. Caruso is their best defender as a whole. And players like Aldasumu, Torrey Craig are solid defenders. Julian Phillips, who they drafted, is a solid defender as well. Now, their defense is pretty good, but the only thing they need to worry is about their offense. Now, last year, I already talked about they were not really a good three-point shooting team. They did try to address it, and I feel like they did decent. Jevon Carter is a 40% three-point shooter, as well as Torrey Craig. And DeMar, if he improves, that would be really good too. And hopefully their offense might be better. They do need a facilitator like Lonzo, although they don't have one of those right now. Javon Carter is a solid point guard, but I don't know if he will facilitate as much as Lonzo. But, I would assume it was all right in his rookie year after he took over for Lonzo, and the Bulls hope that he'll become like his rookie year in the third year. But overall, the Bulls have a solid team. They could possibly do some great things and look like the 2021 Chicago Bulls, who were the first seed. They're not going to be first, but they could possibly be the top 8 if their stars do well. And yeah, this might be the last dance, as Nikola Vucevic said. Or they might possibly trade for someone because, according to reports, the Bulls are interested in Damian Lillard. That's weird, but yeah. That's it for our deep preview for the Chicago Bulls. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.